Hey guys, Dr. Kirby and we're back with another video. Now there is no setup, no VTuber thing, because I'm recording on my handheld PC. You know, like those portables like a Steam Deck or something? Yeah, so this is recording through a handheld PC and I set it up like a PC. It's connected to a monitor right now, so there's two monitors. So yeah, today we got a little early preview of Crystal Rose 2026 batch. Now, a lot of people were speculating that this skin was going to come out August 14th, and it is. And we kind of got the gist of what was coming from that teaser image that they teased like a week ago. So we have Prestige Select Crystal Rose Akali, Prestige Crystal Rose Sona, Crystal Rose Yasuo, Crystal Rose Misfortune, Crystal Rose Leona, Crystal Rose Nami, and Crystal Rose Diana. Now, with this coming back, now this is not like the summer skins where it's on the shop. This is going to be a gacha, obviously. But I wonder if we're going to have like a grand selection of, you know what I mean? Like a grand selection of gachas like they did last time with 2022, 23, 24, 25, and now 26. We can select the batches again. Also, I think that the limited time Prestige Select skins are coming back with Lux, Gwen, and I forgot the other one. I forgot who the other one was. Caitlyn. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, let's get into this reaction. I hope the audio is fine. I'm trying to still tinker some stuff, but we go. Is this quality high? That's all they got. Okay. It looks ugly, but whatever. Okay, there is Motherhood. Now, they said she's Crystal Rose, but shouldn't she be Prestige Withered Rose? Because there's kind of like some dark elements here. And look at that. Outfit change, honey. There's also some glitch there happen. What is that? It's like the Crystal Rose went away. It's like a virus or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that this skin line is getting some lore. Some. You know, it's no longer about, you know, a big ass wedding. Something else is happening, which I'm curious to find out. And then when you zoom in, you can see her Prestige. So, like, I think this is her when she's on her, like, what do you call that? Her cloak or her mist, if you may. Shrouded mist, and you can also maybe see this when she ultimates. I don't know, but you know, that's just my opinion. But yeah, I think she looks good. I don't know if she's the villain in the storyline. I don't know what's happening here. I feel like they're expanding it into something else, but you know, if you guys have predictions about that, you know, leave them in the comments. So we now have Sona getting her refurbished look. She is giving pink. She is the queen over here because she has a crown. I actually like this look on her. She's a bit more lighter pink. I think Seraphine was a bit more into like the darker pink side-ish. You know, Seraphine has a mix of bags. But here, it really shows that Sona is a bit more pink and light in that way. And I'm glad that they gave her like an overhaul like what they did with Lux. And I think that's what they were trying to do with this Prestige. Akali, it's hard to say for Akali. Her outfit looks great, but like her design is the same when it comes to that dress thing that she had on the last skin. Her last legendary was like what, Star Guardian or something. So it's that same look that they're trying to go for. You know what I mean? But you also notice the zoom ins are getting better. Even she has that zoom in. She looks like Infinity Nikki outfit. You know what I mean? This is like a costume you would see on Infinity Nikki. But she did 8 that, so no hate. So we got our only man. Now he looks like Florentino from Arena of Valor, if you know that Fiora character. I mean, he was giving that as well. Look, he looks like a Florentino character. He kind of looks like, removed his head, this ponytail, that's set, right? The same kind of suit. But I'm glad that they gave him a different type of blue for the weapon. Makes him more a bit unique. The Stark blue similar with Seth. I think Seth was a bit more lighter on that blue. With a bit more blue than this like cerulean navy blue. And I like that this accessory around is his bracelet as well. I think he looks great, you know, no qualms about it. Imagine if they cut that ponytail. And now here comes the Motherhood. The Motherhood, honey. I knew she was gonna be a legendary from the beginning. It was so obvious. She looks like Morgana. Again, she has that Akali dress look. She looks like a princess here. She looks actually more her. Is that weird? Because compare her to Cryptic Depth. Now she looks a bit more softer face tone wise. She doesn't look more chiseled. I think MF has a mix of both, but I think she more leans into having this like chiseled look. Like she has like a jaw, she's serving. She's kind of like in a Morgana face where it's very like defined. For her Cryptic Depth legendary skin, which by the way, another exclusive legendary for her, which is crazy by the way. She kind of looks more like grown here, you know what I mean? I think Battle Bunny Misfortune is also kind of like that misfortune face. There's always that signature face that each champion has. That kind of makes her, and I think that's the closest we got from base MF look wise, the Battle Bunny one. But this one she's a bit more mature because they made her features a bit more toned and defined. But also peak that coloring though. She went from this to this. And I think this is her when she ults, obviously. Okay, let's see our girl. That is Lesbians. Nope, that's Leona. She looks great. Someone said that she looks like Star Garden, and I'm like, that's so true though. She looks different here. That's more personality in this skin line for sure. I like that orange color look, by the way. I love this type of orange. I don't know who else we've seen it in here. I'm trying to remember. There's so many Crystal Rose skins that I forget. But she's one of the few who have that type of coloring. I was gonna say, yeah, leave a comment down below on who has this type of coloring. I know there's someone, but I'm just forgetting. Majority of the color schemes they've always reached for is like purples, blues, greens, teals, like that. They rarely go into the red side. I think Vi was pink, right? So she was one of the few who has that in that warmer side. Minami's here as well. She's also on that type of red side, a bit more purple though. Look at her, she is serving honey. Yeah, she's red. Yeah, she's one of the few. I'm glad that they're adapting more into the warm tones in this one. Rose obviously should be red. Crystal Rose, she is that key girl. But yeah, look at this design. Look at this. She's giving Crystal Rose Gwen scissors. You know what I mean? I think she's the star of all the epic skins. Maybe Leona too. But like, when I saw Crystal Rose Gwen when it came out, that was such a game changer for me because of like how it was designed. I think it was one of the best designs in my opinion so far. For an epic, Ashe maybe. Well, I'm biased for an Ashe skin, but yeah, look at her. She gave that, and they kind of took her Nami eyes for real this time. Look black, like scleros or something, and then her colored eyes, which we don't get in Nami skins as much. In which they made it her. This is like true to Nami T, because she kind of is more humanoid in some skin lines, some but this is what her OG looks like, her eye wise. If you change this to yellow, that's like literally like OG Nami eyes. We got a light blue, which is actually nice because you can see more of that look here. Again, Forbidden Lovers, this is for the fans. Now, her coloring is a lot because she has the purple pink like colorings here and there, and then she has some gold accents, which is fine. But fine, but the hair was clashing. But I think they had to make her hair this blue to like coincide with Leona and Diana, obviously Moon and stuff. So I'm not mad at it. I mean, you can even see her eyes were purple. So I guess they were gonna make her more purple, but I guess it kind of loses that recognizability. That's why they kept her blue. Also, I think her abilities will make up for it, but I doubt it. I feel like her abilities would be purple, so she kind of reminds me of Riven in a sense. But yeah, those were our skin lines. I think Akali, this model here, she looks a very like high def, and this is still in beta for sure. This coloring looks like a rank skin. I don't know what was the lore. I never read description bios on skins, but I might read this one because I'm like, what is the tea here? What is with her? This could be Withered Rose. I think Withered Rose would be good if it's a bit more darker themed, goth-wise. That's why they named her Crystal Rose, because it has no correlation at all to being withered. Withered should be more of an antagonistic. I feel like Akali is a bit more against something that the Crystal Rose stand by. That's why she's still Crystal Rose, but like, I work alone. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like that Sona is that girl. But yeah, that was it for the video. Let me know what you guys think. I know the quality was a bit shy. But let me know what you guys think of this. And I know we haven't made a video in a while. If you're new to my channel, you should subscribe to the notification bell for never upload a new video. As you can see, we mentioned about the Crystal Rose stuff 9 days ago. So we only have about 9 days again for the official release of these skins. So yeah, subscribe. And when the spotlights come out, you know I'll be there ASAP, even though the views are flopping. Also, I heard that Elforus Varus is coming to global, which is a shock because Ash wasn't. So, you know, it could be free. Honestly, it's anniversary season. Give us something good. But yeah, that was all. Social media and everything is in the description. You can support the channel by donating to, you know, the PayPal and stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.